Hello and welcome to another webinar hosted by Hira Warraven Academy. If you have been following our series, today's topic follows what we have presented before. It is the same for the Max Heavy Duty profile we discussed before for the MEP applications, and in this webinar we will discuss the same product for the elevator applications. You can also visit our social media pages to access our recordings for our previous sessions, to refresh your knowledge, or to learn something new. For more information, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us. Before we start, I will give you a small brief about myself. My name is Khalid Khalifa. I'm the Regional Technical Manager for AMEA region in the Hira Warraven company. I have over 14 years of experience in the construction industry, 8 years working in the construction services, and I'm specialized in the anchor and the MEP support system design. I have a background of mechanical engineering, and I'm with Hira Warraven since 2015. In this webinar, this is the brief agenda of this webinar. Our session will last around 40 to 45 minutes. We're starting from 3 to 3:45 p.m. and there's a question and answer session for 15 minutes after that, after the initial session. Please prepare your questions. We can go and send them through the Q&A panel, and we can go through each one of them as much as we can and answer all of your questions. The webinar content, we will give you a small brief about who we are as Hira Warraven and Hira Warraven Academy. And then we have a look on elevator different applications, mainly the divider beams and the anchors. We'll discuss the advantages of Diamond Warraven solutions and offering for this segment. And then we'll see some application examples and some design cases of previous projects. First of all, we have been here for some time now, working in some of the most interesting projects in the region, and we want to share some of our knowledge and experience. So we launched our Hira Warraven Academy last year. It's a learning center for our industry, including webinars like this one, seminars, training sessions, and on-site coaching, and much more. There's a small video that's summarizing up all of our services. So we can see in these videos the services and trainings that we are providing within the Hira Warraven Academy. All of our products are BIM ready. We have complete product library on the BIM, and we can provide detailed 2D and 3D drawings for our design. There's also a training room in our head office in which our trainees and customers can come and take trainings. And we are ready for on-site support and training for the engineers and the labor at site. Hira Warraven is a successful joint venture. It's a joint venture company between the UAE-based Hira Industries and the Warraven Group based in the Netherlands. This joint venture was launched in 2015. Hira Industries was founded in 1980, and it started as sales companies and converted to manufacturing units in multiple locations across IMEA region, Asia, and recently USA. We are more than 1,100 employees from more than 20 nationalities. Warraven Group, it was originated from the metalwork company Jan Warraven in 1942 in the Netherlands, and their production and sales companies in more than 15 countries in Europe, Asia, and USA. They have more than 1,000 employees and more than 60 patents and counting. Manufacturing plants in the UAE and India. We have our manufacturing plants in UAE and also in India. We have our sales companies across Africa and the GCC region, Middle East, India, and Asia. And we are a UAE-based manufacturer and supplier of complete fixing system solutions, from pipe support to vibration controls. We are following the ISO certificate, RAL specified, and MSS members, designing solution that following the most demanding quality standards, international standards, like FM, like UL, ETA, and VDS, RAL approval for safe pipe fixing system. We offer a vast range of solutions in the construction industry. We can place our solutions in two major groups: installation, certified installation system like pipe fixing system, channel fixing system. We have three range of channel fixing system: light duty, medium duty, and heavy duty system, which is part of our webinar today. Rooftop support, vibration isolators, fixed point and sliding device, also solution for seismic restraint. The other segment is the high performance mechanical and chemical anchors. We have mechanical anchors like through bolts, Robin anchors, concrete screws, and chemical anchors, epoxy based, vinylstyrene, and polyester based anchors. All of them are ETA approved. Some of them are seismic also approved and fire rated. How do we help you in your projects? We can help you in many ways. We offer you a vast range of products to all your installation needs under the brand name Diamond Warraven. We design anchors suitable for your application, safe and safety field pull-out test, anchor design, pull-out test to verify the performance of the various components of the anchoring system, any tailor-made solution for different application, either on the roof or inside the building. Modular system also is available. Plus, we can provide you with a detailed 3D design and drawings that having the bill of material, bill of quantity, plus the seismic design for different applications. We have decades of experience in all types of projects. We've been helping transforming visions into reality in some of the most ambitious projects in the world, like Burj Khalifa, Dubai Mall. Recently, we supplied in transportation network, different product like high-rise tower in the regions, and also we proudly been a part of the Expo 2020, and we are just starting our support. Our values are fundamentals to us. We aim to be the most preferred brand in this segment, and we'll get there by being the most innovative company in this industry, setting the standards and pioneering new and smart products and techniques. Large part of this derives from our core values, which we value very much. Think smart, fair play, be transparent, open communication, be accountable, and challenge yourself. This was the first introduction about the company, about our vision, about our mission, what do we do, how can we help you. Second part of this presentation, or let's say in this webinar, is a look on elevator different applications. Mainly, we are talking about development. As start, this is the elevator application, different application. As elevator supplier and contractor, you know that the basic application is to fix the divider beams and to fix the doors, to fix the channels or the guide rail of the elevator. And the main product used is the cast-in channels, which is also available in our range. Cabin guide rails, we have the anchoring system, steel support to separate the shafts. We have the, like, this is the divider beam, and shaft door fixing, and some power stop product for sealing and closing the shaft. In this webinar, we'll be focusing on fixing the guide rails and the divider beam application. What is divider beam? First of all, we should understand what is the divider beam and what is the use of it, and what is the current system that is elevator companies are using, and how can we support you and offer alternative solution for this. Divider beams are used in double or multiple shafts to provide an easily installed and flexible means of fastening to the guide rails and the shaft separating components. Conventional method uses the welding and drilling to fasten brackets and steel plate on the beam. This installation process takes time and a lot of labor to complete the installation. We can see here from the screenshot what is the system that's currently used. Also, there's an innovative way to do it, but still using the same profiles, which is like bolting the I-beams and the steel profiles. Some real installation of this system. This you can see from these pictures how the divider beam is being installed by using heavy H-beam or I-beam and welding the bracket of the guide rail on it, welding the base plate that will be anchored to the wall. Quick comparison on the topic that we will discuss today is how to use the Max heavy duty profile as a divider beam compared to the traditional divider beam system. Before we go there, I want to make a quick comparison between the traditional and the innovative I or H steel beams. In the traditional system, the brackets will be welded in the beam. The steel plates also will be welded in the beam. There's disadvantages of this system, which is welding certifications and inspection is needed on the site. Most of the site, actually all of the site, need a certified welder, certified welding machine, also special approvals on the welding at site, and it will be subject to inspection by third party sometimes, or by the consultant sometimes, to give approval in this welding. All of this, it will end up with a costly and challenging reworks in case if there's any mistake. Elevator contractor found out this gap, let's say, or this shortage in the installation, so they came up with the innovative H-beam or I-beam, and it consists of heavy duty I-beam, same, but instead of welding, they are making bolting, through bolting system for brackets and the steel plates. The advantages: welding inconvenience is avoided, and it is a modular aspect to make the installation easier. However, still, the conventional system are labor intensive. Why? In the installation process, beam cutting on site with heavy tools or torches, followed by slag removal, grinding, more finishing. Surface preparation before welding is also important part of this. Welding and drilling, both, when we are talking about the traditional system or the innovative system, also it will be time consuming and difficult at the site. There's grinding after the welding and after the cutting, repaint or galvanization on the paint of on the places where we do the building, and in general this profile is heavier and requires more resources to fix it. You will require a hoist, temporary hoist, or you require more than 4 laborers to carry it without a hoist, and so on. So there's some using this type of steel sections carry some benefits. Yes, the most notable is being that it's possible to design a very robust system, and it's not sufficient to overcome the disadvantages. So in this slide, we are talking about the drawbacks points of this system. First of all, time lost on the job. these systems are time consuming, and it will need a lot of time to make this work, starting from cutting, grinding, and then welding or bolting. The welding requires, as mentioned earlier, specific HCE and technical certification, plus it's time consuming quality inspections. There is a greater fire hazard due to welding. Specific fire protection measures need to be considered, which is not easy to maintain during the welding process at the site. Also, there's lack of flexibility for future expansion or modification. So once you weld in the wrong place, the rework, it will be time consuming, difficult, and also costly, which is the last point, high cost in man hours, material, and energy. This was a brief of the current divider beam application and what our elevator contractors are doing, plus the suppliers are doing, which is the main purpose of this webinar, to focus on the divider beam application, not in the general system for the elevator. Now we'll talk about the advantages of diamond woven solutions and offering. First advantage, we are talking about the Max heavy duty profile and its accessories as a replacement of the divider beam. Max is a new modular steelwork support system for the construction of heavy-duty load-bearing frames, which can be used for a wide range of application. And in our webinar, we are talking about divider beam application. And it offers alternative to welding and draining structural steel tubes. The Max is a box profile that have different sizes and thicknesses, and it is used to heavy-duty application, saving the time, and also perfectly suited for indoor and outdoor application. And it's available on BIM library, SolidWorks library, 3D software. This is the Max profile, what we call it Max. It's an industrial profile. It's a closed box profile, resistant to torsion. There's perforation on all the sides, slots on all the sides, which will give you flexibility during installation. The standard finish of this is hot dip galvanized with the option of stainless steel available. And also there's a huge variety of connectors and accessories for the easy frame building. And as mentioned earlier, the library of 3D models integrate with the BIM and with the SolidWorks as well. The sizes available is three sizes. We have three sizes available. Max 80, which is 80 by 80 by 3 mm thickness. Max 100, 100 by 100 mm by 3 mm thickness. And the Max 120, which is the heaviest profile, which is 100 by 120 mm, and the thickness is 4 mm. We have a wide range of accessories, starting the most important part, the base plates, the nut grease connector, and the Max hammer fix and the bolt to connect all these accessories together. In case of the length is more than 6 meters, which is the standard length of the Max profile, then you can use the linear connector and different accessories to fix and connect the Max profile in the design that is done by our design team. Depending on the project requirement, thicker coating can be applied to increase the corrosion resistance. As mentioned, this profile as standard basic, it is hot dipping. Hot dipping is the process of steel parts are dipped into a bath of molten zinc. Large parts with the size several meters can be coated using these techniques. A process, as mentioned, a process that applies zinc to steel. Thick zinc layer is applied to the entire finished product. Typical coating thickness is between 35 to 100 microns, and it's commonly considered in elements designed for outdoor application. This is the advantage of our Max profile. Max as a divider beam. You can see here that when we replace the I-beam or H-beam to Max, this is how it looks like. It is flexible solution because we have slots all over. You can see how you can fix the brackets on the Max profile so that you can fix the guide rail, and also you can fix the bracket, the base plate using the Max accessories, and then bolt it to the, or anchoring to the wall. In the next few slides, we'll have different examples of our solutions using the Max, different view, so that we can have a better, deeper look on the Max profile view during the installation. We can see here how the Max installed from wall to wall to base plate that has a U-washer. Let's call it seat or chair. We put the channel on it, the Max profile on it, bolted with the Max bolt, and then you can connect your bracket and accessories either with the bolt that come with the bracket supplier or with the Max bolt set or hammer fix and accessories, in which you can install the guide rail. In this, you can see different view of the Max of the divider beam. Also, there's another advantage of this is not always we will having like a bearing wall which is concrete in the shaft. Sometimes we're having block wall, and yes, we can offer you the right solution in these cases where we can build up a vertical profile in which it will be replaced. We can replace the wall. We can fix this vertical profile on each slab, which is concrete, and we can connect different level of the divider beam using the nutty grease connector and the Max accessories. So you can put a vertical element. As mentioned earlier, the length, the standard length of this profile is 6 meters. You can use the linear connector to connect different channels, connect them to the wall, and then put the divider beam on its level, and each required level between 1.5 meters to 2 meters maximum, using the nutty grease connector. Here also different views. What we want to discuss also is a deeper comparison between the traditional system and the Max system. The activities breakdown in the normal divider beam, they have a lot of activities needed to reach to the level of designing a divider beam. As simple as it is as an application, but the activities behind it is too long. First of all, you are talking about the engineering and preparation of the shop drawings, reading the drawings, on-site supervision for coordination, and the inspection. All these tasks required, you need an engineer to do it. Then marking the dimension on the selected steel profile, positioning, centering, alignment, preparation for edge services. You need a skilled labor. Then the actual work, you need a normal labor or work labor, which is delivering the material. Welding, you need a specialized welder. Then after the welding, you have galvanization or painting structure as required, maybe epoxy painting, maybe hot dip galvanizing, maybe zinc coating, spray, different galvanization or painting processes required. Then you need to elevate the support into the position, which is extra hoist is needed, adjust the assembly on its correct position. All these work inside the shaft, it is really difficult to handle with heavy profile. Then drill the holes for anchoring the base plate. I know that some comment I will receive that yes, the holes will be drilled before installing the I-beam, instead in case if you are using the bolting system, not the welding system. But in case if the marking was done in the wrong way and you already installed the divider beam, then you need to make drilling on site or inside the shaft or after installing the divider beam. So this is still an option that might happen with you. Fastening the anchors with the required tightening torque, undertake the full check. All this required by different engineers, by different laborers. And what are the equipment or the material needed? We are talking about welding machine, welding rods, power supply unit, permission for the hot work, paint machine, paint brush in case if you are doing epoxy painting, cleaning tools, lubricants, forklift and accessories, drilling machine, etc. All these make it a very long list to install these beams inside the shaft. While when you are using this system, the Max system, drawings and shop drawings is done by our team, Diamond Warraven. On-site training and supervision is done by our team. Then your engineer need just to understand the installation drawing, identify the Warraven support structure to be installed. Grinding, cutting, of course, still be needed. Select the correct channel and move to its installation zone. The weight is very light, can be carried by 2 laborers. Assembly the cut pieces with the accessories, it's only bolting. You have slots all over on all the side of the box profile. It will make it easy and flexible for adjustment assembly into correct position, fix anchors in the main structures. You have 4 locations to fix the anchors, then elevate the support assembly in the position. What are the tools that you need? You need the grinding, some disc, accessories, cutting machine, only this, no welding, no painting, etc. So this is what we are aiming for. The next topic is still, we are talking about the advantages of the Warraven solution, but other product than the heavy duty profile is the anchors. Anchors is the major component of the elevator installation, and yes, at Diamond Warraven we offer both mechanical and chemical anchors depending on the requirement that we can provide you with either. The guardrail also is for the elevator cars must be accurately aligned to the shaft, walls, and also anchored between the multiple elevator system. What we can offer, we have the through bolts and the chemical anchors. Our recently launched new range of the through bolt, it's called WT1 and WT1SH. WT1 is the Warraven through bolt, is the ultimate performance zinc plated through bolt, while WSH is the having a Sherardized coating, which is better than hot dip galvanizing. High performance in cracked and non-cracked concrete, approved for seismic C1 and C2 loads, possibly through fixing, which is important for elevator installation. And we have 2 different depth of installation. These anchors are fire resistant and having the software aided design using DesignFix software, our software, and suitable for use with all Diamond Warraven blades, starting with the light duty, medium duty, and heavy duty system. The other type is the WT7, which is through bolt option 7, which is approved for non-cracked concrete for medium and heavy loads, and also it have the same features, reduced and standard depth, and also it is software aided design with the DesignFix software. Another type of anchors is the chemical anchors, pure epoxy, WBR500. This anchor is having the market leading performance in its product class. In this family, WBR500 is the best performance, having the ultimate performance for both cracked and non-cracked concrete. Also, it's approved for seismic application. Also, it's approved for rebar as well, for use in dry, wet, and flooded holes. Same, it is also design aided software where you can do the design and selection using the DesignFix anchor software. This service is also part of our technical support to your team. The last part of this webinar, we're talking about some application examples and design cases. But before that, we'll go quickly through what are the technical support and services and the engineering services that can be offered to you by our engineering team. First of all, engineering design. We can provide you with list of the required parts, product list, POQ in each case. We can provide you with full design report, detailed design report using our 3D design software for the selection of the divider beam as a channel. And also for the anchors, we can give you detailed report. Prepare full technical submitter for all the listed products for the consultant approval or for the client approval. We can do special cases design, like in case if we have vertical support system, there's a rigid shaft wall. Sorry, if there's no rigid shaft wall, we can do vertical support system. We can do mock-up at the job site. We can do training for your laborers, for the operators at the job site. We can review the shop drawings that we will receive from you or from your engineering department in order to specify the max system. We have some examples we can show. Then in case of anchors, we can, in case if requested, we can do pull-out test on the site for the anchors. Differentiation and advantages. First of all, we're talking about value argument differentiation. Simplicity. This system, max system, is instead of steel profile, you will need no second hoist. Productivity, less fail cost, less installation, less manning. Efficiency, standard parts to complete the system. In the engineering part, we are talking about less or no engineering effort is needed from your side. It's done by our engineering team. Flexibility, flexible alignment for vertical and horizontal installation. What is the advantages? No disconnecting of the hoist or second hoist needed. The max system can be mounted from the top, which is due to the lightweight. Safety with the light material, prevent falling material with horizontal bolting, no welding at all. In the next few slides, we're talking about what is required from your side to us so that we can give you the required support. First of all, we need the loading directions. We need the loading in the X direction, horizontal loading on the divider beam that caused by the guide rail. What we need just provide us with the drawing, plan view, and sectional view, rail bracket details, and rail reactions. We can then document you with the suitable size from our product range, and we can also do the design, we can do the anchor selection. This is one example of the drawing of the information that we need from you. The reaction you can see here, reaction 1, reaction 2 on the guide rail, and also on the counterweight. And this is the plan view of the divider beam, where this is called here separator beam, where we can put our bracket here so we can apply the reaction. I'll give you another example here. This project was done by our engineering team. We received the drawing as it is. It was specified that each beam 150 at every bracket level by main contractor. This is something we can discuss by who's the installation. Then we can take the all loading table, reaction table for all the elevators in the project. As you can see here, our engineering team take this information, converted it to Warraven installation software, the 3D design, it's called Drama software. We apply the load, we select the suitable profile, check the deflection, check the stress. If it's safe, check the connection, the reaction on the base plate. If it's safe, we'll go with the design, with the printing the design, and we'll provide you with detailed shop drawing like the drawing that we saw at the beginning of this webinar. That's it from my side. This was the topic that I want to discuss today with you. Now, I would really be happy to answer all of your questions and concerns, and to see how can we support you more in this field. You can add your question on the question and answer, questions chat box. Let me check. Okay, I have some questions here. Some people are asking for the presentation. Actually, this presentation or this webinar will be recorded and shared on our channels in YouTube and on our page, also on the website. Any more questions? Yes. I have a question here. What is the maximum reaction the X, Y, and Z direction Max system can reach? It depends. Thank you, first of all, Mr. Firas, for this question. It depends on the many factors. First of all, as you know, this in any design of channels, many factors depend on that, which is the length of the channel. Once we increase the length, then the load that it can hold, it is reduced. So there's no clear answer for this question. It depends on case-by-case design. If you have an inquiry, you can send us your inquiry. We can do the design and you can test. For quick answer of this, you can check the selection tables in our catalog, where you can make have an indication only on the maximum capacity of these channels, and depending on the length, of course, and different sizes of the channel. But this is also very conservative values, because we do it for quick selection of the anchors. I hope I give you the satisfying answer, because the question is so general. Another question: this system is satisfied commercially after many projects we did before, comparing to the old traditional system, taking into consideration the whole installation process. Yes, it is commercially competitive to the traditional system, but as mentioned, should be taken into consideration all the facts, time consuming, all other process and the requirement. Normal channel is applicable for elevators. I'm not sure I understand your question correctly, but if you mean normal channel, if you're talking about strut system, you can say strut system is applicable for elevators, but only for like small elevators with minimum reaction. Do you have any project references? Yes, we have few project references we can share. Unfortunately, I didn't put any picture in this webinar. I can share with you later. Does each manufacturer of the elevators have different designs? Do you help in designing with load guarantees? Actually, the design of divider beam from each elevator, depending on the size, let's say design of the elevator, and what factors are affecting design of elevators: the size of the channel, length of or depth of the shaft, the elevator speed. This is not something that we can, let's say, we can design. The design, these values are done by the elevator manufacturer to give us the load, the reaction that are on the divider beam. Then we can design the divider beam itself, not the depending on these values. I mean, not we can change these values. During work in beams, in innovative beams, bolting system is used. During vibration, what will be the effect in bolting? When you do bolting system, you can use the self-locking nut to reduce vibration as much as you can. So either with us, with our system, or with the innovative system, the self-locking nut should be used. And of course, like regular maintenance should be done to this elevator to check that the nuts are bolted tightly or not. Mr. Firas, yes, again, you are talking about the reactions on catalog. Yeah, we can share the catalog also. You can send us your inquiry by mail, and we can share with you all the information that you need: technical catalog, technical data, and also some project references. What different type of Max system? We have three sizes of Max system: Max 80, Max 100, Max 120. And as mentioned in the webinar, the sizes are 80 by 80. It's a box profile, square tube, and the thickness is 3 mm. The 100 by 100 thickness is 3 mm, and the biggest one is 100 by 120 rectangular tube. The thickness is 4 mm. Okay, the question is not complete. Let me check. Elevator speed from 1.5 to 3.5. How will you make the selection regarding the speed? It depends on the reaction. It depends on the reaction that we will take. We can decide what is the suitable solution for it. So it is like a case by case. Not all the design that we are providing will be the same. We have in some project provided some like non-standard solution to reduce the reaction on the base plate, for example, to reduce the reaction, the stress on the profile. So we have like always coming up with a non-standard solution on each case. All right, that's it. No more questions. I would like again to thank you all for joining this webinar. Hopefully we can see you in the future for different webinars and different topics. In case if you have any inquiry, you can send me on my email, as you can see on the screen. And in case if you have any topics that you need to know more about, any product that you need to discuss further, maybe you can give us suggestion, any ideas about the new topics to be discussed in the webinar. We'll be more than happy to support you and to answer all of your questions. Again, I would like to thank you all and hopefully to see you soon. So after the webinar also, you receive the certificate for participation on your email that was registered in the invitation list. Thank you so much.